So I have finished, or no, I have not finished. Okay, well, first of all, welcome to today's reading, Dippit. Welcome to this week's worth of, life, right? I have read a little bit more of Divine Rivals. I have not finished it. My plan originally was to spend all day yesterday reading, but what I ended up doing was like a lot of cleaning and organization, just a lot of other small stuff that needed to get done, which I didn't realize needed to get done, but needed to get done. So I was able to read a few chapters of Divine Rivals, which I am so super happy about. It was such a great book. I did enjoy it. So far I'm still enjoying it. And I'm still at the beginning part of it. I know I've been like super slack the last couple days, right? But I do plan to read some of it, which is like super great, and I do enjoy it. But other than that, I don't think there's like just too much to like update you guys on, right? It's so nice to like have a nice, clean, organized home, which is just great. I guess like the big thing this weekend was just getting the light fixture up and reorganizing like these books, right? Which may not seem like, I'll show you guys, seem like a big thing to you, right? But it's a big thing to me. And I also have like redesigned a little bit or added more things to this little book nook or book display, which also is nice. Happy that I did that. And yeah, I just not too sure what else to like add to it, but hopefully everybody is okay. Everybody had like a great weekend. We've had some snow come, and with the cold weather is now here. I'm super excited that it is, because we can now all hang out and just be cozy on the inside and be happy that what we're doing is great and wonderful, and that we can just relax, keep cozy and whatnot, right? But I hope everybody is doing great, everybody is doing wonderful, and that we can all just have like a great, happy, wonderful kind of winter together, get through this season, right? And I feel, just because I just want to be more optimistic, that it is getting later out later, which is always great, right? But anyways, as always, I hope everybody's having a great day, great weekend, and we'll catch you all later. Bye. Alright, so, as you can see, welcome to today's reading Dippit. As you can see, Dune, right? So I started to listen to the audiobook last week when I was working at the library. This week I've started listening to it more. Haven't forgotten anything. Now the thing was that last week I ended up messing up like the audio book a little bit by like I listened to some, and then I accidentally hit the tracker and it went back a bunch, and so I had to like re-listen to some parts of it again, which is, fine, right? It was just kind of like annoying to have to re-listen to stuff, but in this case it kind of worked out, so that way I could get a little bit of a breather into it. And so then I have started to really kind of listened to it yesterday. I'm about 100 pages in, and I liked how it's being narrated, which is really great. There isn't really kind of like chapters per se, but it is still really good. So I'm going to, so as you can see, like, it's a really thick book. It's about 70 pages, no, 700 pages, give or take. I think a little bit less, because there's a bunch of appendices in the back, which I don't assume or anticipate them narrating for obvious reasons, but that's still really cool. So I'm hoping to be able to get this book done by the time the second movie comes out, because I believe that is what the movie is based on. The second part 2 is just the second half of the book, which I think will be great. But this should be really good and really well done and well received, so I think that will be great. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. So last night, after I got home after the library, I got so consumed with more organization type things that that's what I ended up doing, so I wasn't able. So Dune's just going to be an audiobook read for me, which I think is going to be great. Right? I didn't get a chance to read Divine Rivals or One True Loves at all, because, just got distracted with more and more organizational type things, right? You know, I'm happy that I did it and that it's done, and I know that not every single day is going to be like this, but you know what? At least some sort of reading got done, right? That's all that matters. I made time for it, and it was great, right? So I guess like that's it for today's kind of Dippit, you know, and I think that if I'm just going to be around the house doing whatever, I think listening to the book is just going to be great, and that's a great aspect and something that I can look forward to just not be listening to it while I'm at the library, but while I'm at home, you know. Maybe the next time I get the feeling of overwhelming need to do all the organizations, right? Alright, well anyways, hopefully everybody's having a great day, and we'll catch ya. Alright, well, we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. Alright, and hello everybody. So today's reading Dippit is that after a severe car accident, Stephen King's a lawyer purchased the vehicle that hit him to prevent it from appearing on eBay. This car was later crashed in a car yard, and King reportedly disappointed that he didn't get to smash it himself. Oh my gosh, that is something else, right? So right now we are in the middle of a cold front that kind of started yesterday and should break about like mid tomorrow, hopefully. So it's just, oh my gosh, my way to work is going to be negative 15, but it feels like negative 25. Oh my gosh, that's just... well, I'm like trying to get sympathy here. It's not that bad because I'm going to be moving. It's going to be great. And I was thinking of maybe listening to a little bit of Dune, but I'm not sure, right? I also have like downloaded a few different podcasts where I might do that as well. But I guess just listening to an audiobook on my to and from versus music didn't never really occur to me until right now. Like, really. I mean, like it did, but it didn't. Maybe this is why I need to get into audiobooks more, so that way I can do it more, right? But I have read a little bit of Divine Rivals, and yes, like I know, it's taken me forever to read this, like, oh my gosh. Ugh, right? But I did end up reading some. I don't know what it is, but Tuesdays tend to be exhausting. I just tend to be like, just unmotivated, not necessarily unmotivated, just I don't necessarily feel very well, but I did have the time to read. I just didn't read that much. Well, but that's okay. Here I am. I'm going to be reading some more today, but I don't have as much time as I did yesterday, which is fine. Everything's cool, right? But yeah, so far I'm still liking it. I believe this book is like sectioned off into like 3 or 4 different sections, so I just finished off the first part and we're into the second one where she's like more looking for her brother who's like at war, and you know, she just got fired from like her job at like the columnist of the Gazette, which is okay, right? But anyways, I'm still liking it. I'm enjoying it. Life is good, right? And that's kind of like about it, right? Haven't really been crafting, which is fine, and yeah, just trying to live a good life. Alright, well I guess that is everything for today. Alright, so take care and goodbye. Why hello and welcome everybody to today's reading Dippit. So today's reading Dippit is that The Little Prince is the most translated French book in the world, available in over 300 languages, which is pretty cool, alright, must say. So I am now halfway through Divine Rivals, and things are starting to heat up. She is now her brother, which is very nice, and it's wartime, and the letters just keep going back and forth, and she doesn't know who she's writing to, but he does, and so it's very, very interesting, and I do like it, right? But, right, that, it is snowing outside right now, like a lot, and it's kind of scary. Well, I know that if it's snowing, it can't be that cold outside because it's snowing, but I have to go outside in the snow. No, it's alright. It's not like I'm going to be going out and standing in it. I'm going to go out and walking in it, so it'll be fine, right? That's okay. But I digress. That has nothing to do about reading, right? I did read a bunch last night, which was super nice, but I was just so tired last night too that but I think it's kind of funny that like how we could be so tired, but then it takes you forever to fall asleep. You know what I mean? Which is what happened last night, right? But it was still a great, fantastic night's sleep. And it's kind of funny that, well, I guess getting back to the weather, that it's like negative, what negative is it? Okay, yeah, so -8 feels like -14, but next week it's going to be plus, like, so like -8 and snowing, but next week it's going to be +10 and raining. You know, right? Like, it's just the 15 or the degree difference is going to be feel so much nice, especially over the last couple days where it's been kind of like -15 feels like -25, you know, right? Like, it's definitely going to feel, you know, like a +10 and rain is going to feel like a walk on the beach, right? Almost. It was just kind of ironic, or just kind of a silly sentence to say, right? But that is Canada for you, right? Oh my gosh. But I do, well, now that we've had such the cold weather, anything warmer is going to feel so much nicer. But I think that's like why I like the spring so much, because when you do get your spring temperatures, kind of like 17 degrees, feels like 25 degrees, right? Like, everything just feels so much warmer just because you experience so much colder, like, you know what I mean? Right? But anyways, that's kind of, I guess, like, this is kind of it for my reading. That just that I'm halfway through the book and that I was tired, right? So it was almost like what I was reading was going in one eyeball and out the other, but that's okay, right? I did spend time reading, which is like part of my my New Year's resolution, is just to make sure that I'm reading every single day, right? But that being said, I must go put on my winter clothes and brave the cold, snowy weather. So, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you all later. Alright, see you next time. Bye. Alright, hello everyone. Today is reading Dippit, or to this reading Dippit. I've read a little bit more of Divine Rivals, and you know what? Oh my gosh, I've had such a busy week that I hope I'm going to make sure that I finish a book. Right? That's, even though it's the only thing that really matters. I mean, Dune, I'm listening to that, so that's going to take a couple weeks, so, right? And I have, like, listened to a little bit of it while I was going about my day, like, to work the other day, but that was about it. Like, it wasn't really that big. But this weekend, I don't really have a lot planned, and we are expected to get 15 to 25 centimeters. No, oh my gosh. Right? So, without a large amount of snow, best thing you can do is cozy up underneath a blanket and read. You know, get some hot chocolate, put on a candle maybe, and just be all cozy and snuggly and read a book. So I think that is my plan, because I did a lot of website stuff last weekend. I didn't get a chance to read a lot, but this weekend, man, I think I got it made, right? And I have a few more things, or I know that the last time I did it unhaul to the bookstore, I didn't take video of it. I know. Right, but this time, I'm hoping that I'll remember, and I will do a short of it, right? Just getting rid of all my stuffs, right? Well, not all my stuffs, right? But a large amount of it, right? And hopefully I can pick up a few more awesome possum books for the nieces this weekend as well. I'm always on that look for like good finds in that regard. But other than that, I'm not really doing too much, right? I'm hoping everybody has a great and safe, wonderful weekend, and everybody stays safe, and that this is the last of the snow, like one last kind of big snowstorm, and then that's it, right? Because, well, I know it's not going to snow next week because it's supposed to be above 0, but that's neither here nor there, right? Well, keep safe, have fun, and I will keep you updated on Divine Rival because it's so amazing. Woohoo! Alright, bye. Hello and welcome to today's reading Dippit. I did not do any reading last night or this morning because I decided to go through my ebooks and my collection, the folder, and to rename them all so that that way they were all very uniform. And because I did that, I realized I had a lot of duplicates, which is like why I wanted to correct that. So I'm happy that I went and did that. It took far longer than what I wanted it to do. I had to stop myself from continuing to do that later on, or like it got so late because I don't know why I started it that late in the day, but I did, and it just took so much longer than what it should have. But you know what? It's done. I don't have to deal with it again, and yeah, that's just kind of that, right? But with Divine Rivals, because I bought this brand new from Book of the Month that it's just, oh, I can't get over the smell of a new book and just the cracking of the spine. It's so, I don't know, there's just something about it that's just so fantastic, and it smells so great. The smell of the books, oh, I can't get over it. It smells so good. I wish I could take that smell and then the sound of a cracking of a spine and just absorb that and just use that as like a noise for like everything. I really do like that, right? And then I ended up donating a few books to the library's bookstore this week, and I thought that like I would miss them and I wouldn't really like that, right? But it actually felt more relieving, and I keep having to tell myself that like no one cares, like that no one cares how many books I have, how long I keep them, and things like that. Like, and I need to get over that. Like, I'm the one who's saying that they matter, that I need to have them when I don't, right? And one of the books I was keeping was like the spine was already pre-cracked, and that I know that like I can get new ones, or well, not new to me books that don't have a cracked spine already, especially knowing that I work at the bookstore. So I do have like pictures of the books, or just lists of the books I want to get. Just like that, I have certain series where I have the soft covers, and then the last book I have the hard covers. But because I work at the bookstore, I can get like the either get all hardcovers or get all of the soft covers for them. I just need to keep my eyes out for them, which is a great thing. So for example, I'm thinking of like getting the Aragon series all in hardcover, right? Because it's just so much nicer than the soft covers I find, and they're going to keep it, and I'm going to keep those books for a while, and I feel that hardcovers are like a little bit nicer, right? But I figured that because I have an e-reader and I'm reading more on the e-reader, that that if for filming, I can just borrow the books from the library or borrow them from the bookstore, because of the fact that I'm there like 4 times a week. So it works out really well, and that I don't need to worry about it, right? And I can just borrow it for like the 3 week. I can borrow books up for 3 weeks, and it just makes it out to be so much better, and I don't need to worry about it, right? Or I can just insert the picture when I'm filming, and put my palm up as a signal to myself when I'm editing to be able to do that. So it's like, why am I worried, right? Like, no one cares. I am thinking that people care when actually people don't. So it's just, the moral of the lesson is you do what you think is great, and you put value where value matters the most, right? So yeah, that's just kind of like my 2 cents on everything like that. And don't put unnecessary pressure on yourself to do things that don't really matter at the end of the day, right? But I am going out to a show tonight, so I am going to try to finish off all of my tasks right now, so that way I can get a little bit of reading done, because I know that when I get home, I'm probably not going to do like any reading, so there's that. Oh, and I guess like another series is the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series. I want to get those books to be more uniform, and I want to get like better spines for them, because I ended up getting those at the library's book sale like years ago, and I'm pretty sure I ended up buying the other ones from online, so that way I had all 6 of them. But I want them all to be uniform, so you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But that's just like kind of the end of it today, and what my just 2 cents on things. And yeah, I'm gonna call it there, and well, thank you and take care. Bye. Alright, so welcome to today's Reading Dippit. And today's Reading Dippit is that Aldous Huxley and C.S. Lewis died on the same day, 22nd November 1963. Unfortunately, their deaths were overshadowed by the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. Wasn't that something? Right? Well, I did not finish Divine Rivals, and I did not finish One True Loves, and I did not listen to any more of Dune. But I have done a lot of organization, cleaning up, and I do have a bag to go to Goodwill, so that's something. And I did get rid of a lot of stuff. So there's that, you know. Sometimes you take some, sometimes you lose some, sometimes it's just, it is what it is. And you have to take what you can get when you have it, right? But that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'm hopefully going to finish. It would be so funny if I finished Divine Rivals and One True Loves today. That's just kind of like my plan. And I know I always said this. I swear, like, this week is going to be more tame than last week. I'm not going to be doing much. But then I always end up doing stuff. So, you know. But I'm really hoping that all my spring cleaning or winter cleaning is now done, and I can actually sit down and actually do stuff, right? But anyways, now that's being said and done, I'm going to get on with my day. And so, like, I guess this is the end of this week's vlog. I hope to see you guys next week. And yeah. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in. And take care. Bye.